Hi everyone, it's Master Wong here. I'm back again in the beautiful play again in the Mickey Mouse world of California. No, we're in
California?
Orlando.
Orlando, Florida. When did we get here? Last time we were just in California. Now we're in Orlando, Florida. How did that happen?
I not got no idea. So, as you know, there's a lot of this kind of question you're asking me about, like how to not fight someone. Now, as you know, we as ourselves, we do fight a lot different when we're young. We live in that age, and Pit Master here fight a lot as well. And if you don't know what he do, check out some latest video, early video that we talk about what he do, so you can understand more about why I come all the way over here in America, the land of freedom, to ask him this question for you. Okay, so a lot of them people asking about how not fight someone, you know, like when we're young or when we're into the teenage, when we're out, how to not fight someone. Don't fight them. I mean,
why not fight him anyway? I mean, I get the question, but I'm usually like, it's kind of counterintuitive. I'm like, why would you want to not fight someone? It seems like you always want to fight someone. But now that we've grown a little older, we realize that, yeah, fighting can be bad. I mean, if you fight in a cage, fight in a ring, make some money, you love it as a sport, that's great. But now that we've gotten older and wiser, me even older, 10 years older than you, we realize fighting isn't good unless you're making money doing it. So why shouldn't you fight is a no-brainer. But now we have to learn how not to fight. That's the question.
This is a big question, and three things we're going to talking about. You know, three things. Why we not fight someone? It's so many reasons why you're not going to fight someone.
There's thousands of reasons. I'll tell you, there's no reason to fight someone, but if you want to do the reasons not to, it'd just be like everything from you dying to you going to prison to you being in a coma to you losing, you know, your house. There's just so many reasons not to, but there isn't enough how not to. The reasons why are all right there, because you're a fucking decent person, so you don't want to fight unless you're making money for it. But now how not to fight. Now that's a good one, because if someone wants to fight you, that's what we're assuming.
That's right.
Someone wants to fight you, how can you not fight them? That's a good question. I'll tell you one way right now. Talk your way out of it. Talk your way out of it. Use verbal judo. Use jokes. Use humor. Use threats if you have to. Like, you know, there's a cop on his way, or there's cameras all over the place, you'll go to jail. Or maybe talk to him. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. You know, maybe you cut a guy off. Maybe like, hey, I'm really sorry, man. I'm a terrible driver, man. I'll make it up to you, man. Can I buy you a coffee? Do whatever you have to do. If you got to beg, borrow, or steal to get out of a fight, it's worth it, because getting in a fight could end you up in prison or the morgue. So there's really no upside to fighting. So one way to avoid it is not to fight, is to talk your way out of it. Okay?
Second reason?
Second reason is to physically avoid it. Now I say that if you can. A lot of people just say, oh, I'll just run. Well, running, unless you know for a fact, like you're Usain Bolt and you won the freaking Olympics in the sprint, you might not be. If I tried to run from someone, I couldn't even run from my mom. She's 88. My mom, if I was running from her, she would freaking tackle me from behind. I could not run away from. I'm a slow runner. Okay. So if you can get away, please do. If you can lock the door and separate yourself from them, please do. If you could drive away, step on the gas. Sometimes you see somebody arguing and then the fight starts. Why don't you just step on the gas? He's on his feet and you're in a car. Step on the gas and drive away. So physically separate yourself from the person. Okay? So there's the second way. So the first way was try to talk your way out of it. Verbal judo. Okay. The second way is to physically get away, and that's a great way as well. Okay. The third way is the smartest way, and it's like a no-brainer, but it's some people maybe they don't have a brain. I don't know why so many people can't figure this out. Okay, this is gonna be a shocker to you. Avoid the confrontation. You know what? And when I say that, people ask me all the time, how can I teach my daughter self-defense? She's going away to college. Or how can I avoid a fight when I'm at the bar? And then you hear him say at the bar, bar equals drinking. Drinking equals intoxication. 95% of all altercations, whether that be rape, whether that be battery, assault, involves alcohol. So I know that seems like you have to go to a bar and you have to be drunk, but you don't. You really don't. I'm 60. I've never been drunk. You never have to do that. If you want to avoid a fight, the number one way to do it, this is the number one way to do it. People might not want to hear this. The number one way to avoid a fight, this is earth-shattering, guys. Stay away from alcohol when there's people you don't know. In other words, a party, a bar, a club, or whatever. I'm not saying don't go to those places. I love to dance more than anyone. I will be pop locking all day long if I could. So I love to dance, I love to party, I love to go out, I love to hang out in bars. But I've never been drunk. So if you're drunk in a bar and something happens to you, I'm not saying you deserve it, but you've kind of asked for it. And a lot of times you have. There's a reason that 90+% of all altercations involve alcohol. So stay away from the alcohol, stay away from the fight. So that's my reason number 3.
I think that's so important, guys. People, any of them out there, want to understand about this is you control. Okay, if you don't want to get involved, it's not going to be involved. You stay at home, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, very easy. So answer the question.
That's a
from
great.
me here, the Master Wong, and
Good master.
I'll see you next lesson.